Hey gang, Richard here, and I'm going to cover a couple things here, but this is one of the things that some members have problems with because they're not used to logging into a site like this that's more secure. So that's what we're going to be covering is logging in. So if you ever have any problems logging in, I want you to save this video so that you can manage this yourself because your passwords are encrypted. We do not keep them openly stored, so it's not like we can just send your password to you. You really need to reset it yourself, or make sure you figure out the way to log in to Leased Space if you're ever having a problem, because we have thousands of people log in every day, but we seem to have a few that continue to have problems. So I wanted to do this video to help you with this login process. So when you log in, you always want to, make sure that you open up Leased Space in a new browser and that it hasn't been sitting here in the browser logged in for an extended period of time. Because if you do that, if you keep this, like I have all these tabs open, and I stayed logged in and left this tab here with me logged in for, let's say, 20 minutes, but I was idle, I didn't do anything. When I would go to log in again or go to click on something, it would log me out because you left the browser window open. It uses sessions, but then that session is going to be blocked because you left it logged in and open and was idle. This is to prevent hackers and stuff like that from getting in your account, getting your information if you got a virus on your computer, because you're basically leaving an open door to the program you're in. You should actually never leave, like these tabs here that I have across the screen. I'm not logged in every one of these things, and a few of them I am, but when I'm done with them, I'm going to go in and log out and close that out of my browser. The only thing I'll leave open are things that I'm not logged into that I want to have tabs left open for in my next session. Okay? So if you run into that problem and all of a sudden you go and you type your username in here and you click I'm not a robot and you hit log in and you had it left open for a long period of time while you were logged in and it won't let you log in and it just reloads the screen because it won't let you log in, that means you need to close out your browser window completely now. And you either need to clear your history, if you know how, like in Mozilla, you can clear your history here. You can do disk cleanup. You can, clear your cache and cookies if you know how to do that. And you can do that by clearing your history. And then open the browser window again, or restart your computer and open the browser window again. See, this is to protect you, and I really want you to understand that. So, like I said, that's the first scenario. If you were logged in and you left it idle in your browser while you were logged in and you weren't doing nothing inside in here, moving around, and then you went to log back in and it logged you out when you clicked on something, and then you try to log back in again because you still got it in the tab in your browser, most likely you're not going to get back in. Again, that's to prevent hackers and people stealing your information and getting in your account. That's what all programs should do. Okay? That is security. Online, you need security. So then, like I said, you would close your browser out, restart your computer, open a new browser window, clear your history, and then try logging in, and you will be able to log in. Now, the other thing is, if you're having a problem with logging in, if you come in here and paste your username, like if I copy this word leaders, I'll do it on a different page. I just need any old page I can copy a word from. So I'm going to go on this Facebook page here, and if I copy this word days as an example, and I copy an extra space like that, so that I'm copying another space, or if I do that before the word days, and let's say that's your username, and you go ahead and you copy it, and you bring it in here, and you paste it in with that extra space copied before or after the end of it, of your username, and you click on login, it's not going to let you in because you copied an extra character. That space counts as a character. So what you really want to do is type in your username and then scroll over and make sure, I'm using my left arrow key, scroll over, see I can't go any further. There is no extra space there. Same thing with your password. You really want to type it in, and this is case sensitive. So if you are trying to log in and you put a capital letter in your username when you signed up, You're going to have to use that when you go to log in, the capital letter. Same with your password. This is case sensitive. Again, that's to protect you. You can't just come in here and type it in then without the capital letters in it. Always write your login information down when you join any program. Because if you cannot log in after that and you have your information written down, you're making one of these errors that I'm going over in this video. And it's actually all on you. It's not a glitch with Leased Ad Space. This is how Leased Ad Space works to keep your information secure. Remember, we deal with it, instant commissions. You really want somebody to go in and change your payment processor to theirs and take your instant commissions because they're able to access Leased Ad Space real easily. We built a site that is super secure for the reason to protect the users and the members. We care about your account. So don't take it out on us if you're having a problem logging in. Please watch this video and understand that we don't have any known issues ever with logging into Leased Ad Space. I can log in here anytime. All I got to do is follow these same simple rules. I never have a problem getting into my account. You got to make sure that you write down your own username and password, and you keep that written down somewhere. I created a master password book and username a long time ago that I wrote down my login information in for programs because I got tired of not being able to log into them because I couldn't remember my username or password. But we keep your passwords encrypted, so it's not like we can just send you another password. You have to. That's the other thing. So if you lost your password, you have no idea what it is, then you need to scroll down here and you need to click on this button underneath the login thing here that says forgot password. If you forgot your username. And again, if you say forgot password, when you type in here, if you type an extra space before or after, this one's forgot password. So if you put your username or primary email in here, make sure it's the primary email that you signed up with, because that's another thing people will do is they'll put a different email address because they even forgot the email address which they signed up to this with. You need to write these things down when you're joining programs. I cannot stress that enough. The internet will only become more secure over time. And that's just to protect people. People learn, programs learn, and they get more secure to keep your information and details and everything from a hacker tearing apart the sites. So now when you put your username in here, type it in. Type in your email. And if it doesn't work with that email, then type in a different one because you probably used the wrong email. But this will send you the reset password, and then it'll go to that email address, an email will, so that you can reset your password. Now, back to the login page. If you have a problem because you didn't get the confirmation email, you need to resend that to yourself as well. It's right underneath the login button. You just scroll down. We've had a few people say, I don't see nowhere to send it. Well, remember on pages, there are scroll bars. These scroll bars go down and give you additional information. There's also a link here to a page that actually goes through some of this stuff if you click on it. And it tells you login help, username, not email address. Some people try to log in with an email address as their username, and that's not the case. You created a username when you joined. You have to use that username to log in with. Username and passwords are case sensitive. Copy and paste problems, we already talked about that. Session and browser problems because you're leaving your logged in and it open in your browser the whole time. That's going to create problems for you. You're going to have to close your browser, like I said, and restart your computer so that you are into a new session. And that's, other people have tried to log in from the email confirmation link after they have joined and they get sent the email confirmation link. People will try to log in from that confirmation link multiple times. And then they'll tell us, well, I cannot log in. And we find out that they're still clicking on the email confirmation link. The email confirmation link is only a one-time occurrence. When you click on it, it'll log you in automatically that first time. That's it. You can't go back to that email and click on that confirmation link again and expect for it to log you in. You literally need to come into to leasedadspace.com and click on log in. And when resetting a password, it has to contain 8 characters. At least one of them has to be a letter. At least one of them has to be a number. So that means you could have 6 letters and 2 numbers, or 7 numbers and 2 letters. It has to be a total of 8 characters, but one has to be a letter, one has to be a number, and one has to be a special character from this list right here. Only these special characters. So it's very easy to create a password. Sometimes people have problems because they try using all kinds of different characters, and ours only accepts these for the character list. But everything is pretty self-explanatory to logging in. It's just that we see people make common mistakes because they're able to do that kind of stuff in some other sites that are less secure. And that's what I really want to point out to you, is the security that we go through to make sure that all your account information is safe for you. Well, I hope that gives you a hand in logging in if you ever have any problems. But the biggest thing we always see is people keep trying to log in when the browser session is still open, and they try to send themselves the reset password when they had this in the browser still open. And again, you should make sure that when you go to log in, because it logged you out and you tried to log back in and it wouldn't let you because you left the browser open all that time while you were logged in, before you go sending, to get your password or username, close your browser window out, restart your computer, and then try. If you're still having a problem and you need to get your password because you didn't write it down, you don't quite remember it, or your username, that's when you put your email address in here, or what you think is your username, to get the new password sent to you. Other than that, I really hope that helps. We are rocking along, folks, and people are making money every single day in Leased Space. You go to this leaders board here, and you will see every single day payments are flowing to the members of Leased Space, and that is fantastic. And you can see the number of people that get paid. More people get paid with our program than any program online. Remember that. People are receiving instant payments every single day. The bigger you build your team, the more payments you will start to receive, and the bigger payments that you will. We have people that have received a lot of money from Leased Space. This program works very well, and the advertising works very well. So make sure you use all the features and benefits. And other than that, we will see you on another video. Have a great day.